think about it, you know how to do a lot of things. What about checking your car's fluids? Yet the consequences on being low on one or another, it can be steep. So let's talk about how to perform checks yourself. Mitch Smollen returns to the blend today. He's the operations manager at You Pull It. Taught us how to change a tire last time we saw you, Mitch. It's good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Before we get into this conversation, I want to talk about You Pull It. What do you do exactly?
Well, You Pull It, we're the Metro's largest auto parts recycler. We have 2 locations here in Omaha, 5600 South 60th. There's one 1405 Gray Street right north of downtown Omaha. We have a new location out in Lincoln as well off of 70th. What we do, it's $2 to get into our yards. You come in, you can ask one of our counter representatives what you're looking for if we have a vehicle. And if we do have that vehicle that you're looking for, they can actually point you in the direction in the exact row and spot that that vehicle is in.
So I'm not just buying parts for a vehicle I already own. You can buy, and like this car is for sale.
We are selling this whole vehicle right now as a whole, yes,
okay,
absolutely.
And that's not uncommon for you to have cars for sale.
We buy vehicles, we sell vehicles. We sell parts off those vehicles as well. If that's something that you're capable of pulling your own part, you come in, you do that yourself. If you're not so comfortable or confident with that, you come in, let us know. We have a gentleman, a whole crew that'll pull those parts for you. You just come out and point the part that you want. We'll take it off. You're on your way.
I felt like you were looking at me on that, and I get it. I would not be. I would say, Mitch, give me some help.
I need help. That's why
your
we're here.
website's another good resource if people are looking for help, if they want to familiarize themselves, see what you're about. What do we find online?
YouPullItNebraska.com. That has any of the smaller questions or anything that you're unsure of about us or with us. There's actually a section on there if you're looking for a vehicle. You can sign up for that. We'll send you an email when that certain vehicle gets placed out into the yard.
Nice. That's convenient.
Making it easy as we can for everybody.
Make it easy for me to understand this. We have several fluids. I know that. And listen, I know how to check my oil. Some of this other stuff I don't get. So what are the key fluids that you would want the rest of us to know about, understand the importance, and how to check them?
Right. Just a simple preventative maintenance to maybe turn a small problem, stopping it, turning into a major disaster for you.
Okay.
You'll want to check your engine oil. Right on the front here, if you're unsure of any location of the oils, you can check with your owner's manual. That'll tell you everything that you need to know. You'll just pull it out here, initially wipe it clean the first time. The engine oil, you'll want to check with the vehicle off. You'll insert it right back into the tube here, all the way down. You'll pull it right back out onto a rag or a paper towel, and you'll see right there you have your minimum and your maximum line with your cross hatches in between. That's where you want to be, right as close to that max as you can be. And you see right there, we're pretty much perfect.
This car is good to go on oil.
Ready to go. And you see the color and the hue of the oil as well. That is also vital when checking the levels.
An amber color, it's not too dark?
Exactly. If it's too dark, black, burnt, any contaminants in there, you want to consult with your mechanic immediately. You could have a major problem.
Okay, so there's oil. What's the next one?
That's your engine oil. We'll go to the other main component on the vehicle. Kind of tucked down back in the side here is going to be your transmission fluid. I'm going to leave that one in the tube as we are now. That one needs to be checked while the vehicle is running. Right now at the end of that dipstick, it's going to have the same thing as the engine oil. Your minimum, your maximum, the cross hatches in between. You're going to want to be at the same level all the way towards your max line, just preventing, like I said, any failures future down the road.
But again, that one you check while the car's running, unlike the motor oil, where you need to be shut off. Yeah. What else are we looking for, Mitch?
In this same section, we'll just stick with over here, you're going to have your brake fluid. You see it's a little dirty right now and with the shadows and whatnot, but that container is visible through the side itself. You don't actually need to pull the lid off. If you just wipe it clean, you can see it's going to have the same lines on that one as well, the minimum and the maximum. You're going to want to be right in the center there. You're good to go. If that fluid gets too low, you're going to want to consult with a mechanic. You may have a leak somewhere in your brake system.
Yeah, that's a safety issue to me. That's not just like, I'll put that off for a little while.
No, don't run to the mall, don't go run errands, don't do anything. If you have no brake fluid, you have the potential of not being able to stop, and you know what could happen after that.
I get that. Okay, that's 3?
Yep,
third
that was
What's
3
next?
of them. We'll go to our power steering fluid. That is also going to be a visible container as well with your minimum and your maximum level lines on it. Your power steering, something if that fluid goes low, you'll notice a whining. Your steering is going to become a lot more difficult than it needs to be, potentially causing you not to be able to make a turn, which in itself is a hazard. And that's something as well. If that fluid is low, get with a mechanic. You may have a leak. If not, top it off. Your owner's manual will tell you all of your different fluids that your vehicle needs.
Whether you need to totally change it out or if you can just add to it if
Correct.
you're low. Okay.
Correct. Absolutely.
What else do you want us to know here, Mitch?
We're going to move on to the engine coolant, also known as antifreeze.
This is important in the warmer months too, isn't it? I always think about it like, yeah, in the winter when it's cold out, but why when it's hot too?
Right now, approaching the summer months that we're in right now, that serves as a vital key to the performance of your engine. That fluid is actually going to transfer through the engine itself, pull the heat from the engine, and pump it into the radiator. And that radiator has fans, and it cools that and pushes that cool liquid back into the engine itself, preventing the engine from overheating.
It's like us drinking water.
Exactly. Keep yourself hydrated, keep moving. Everything needs to keep moving.
Anything else you want to show us with fluids?
The last one I feel that most everybody's going to be most confident with is going to be your windshield washer fluid.
I got that one, Mitch.
You're on it. You're on it.
Okay, tell everybody
You're
else.
You're on it.
Okay.
Well, that, like I said, everybody's going to be more familiar with that one.
Windshield with a little squirty sign on top.
Easily marked for everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody.
So can I just add fluid to that if it's low? I don't need to change it out. Like there's no real risk there.
Absolutely. The only reason you're going to be losing that is when you're using it on the windshield itself. You're using it, and that is, like I said, that just goes back. Everything here is just a preventative safety. If you can't see out the windshield, I don't want you running into anything.
Thank you. How often should we check these? Does it vary based on the fluid, or is there like every 6 months you just do it all? What do you recommend?
Your fluids, everybody typically gets their oil changed every 3,000 miles. I recommend checking your fluids in between those as well, just as preventative. You're rather safe than sorry.
I mean, 10 minutes, you could probably do it all.
You can see what we just did here. No time, a little bit of sweat, get your hands a little dirty, and you'll be on your way with a smile.
Okay, before we let you go, remind us about You Pull It, and for our viewers, maybe they're comfortable doing all of this, maybe they want to come visit with you, get a lesson, they can.
Absolutely. Like I said, YouPullItNebraska.com has a lot of the questions that people may have that we can't answer. You can always give us a call as well. Our website will have all of our phone numbers on there. Come down, pay your $2 to get in, come check out our thousands of vehicles that we have. Leave with a smile. You might be able to do a lot of the things yourself that you may surprise yourself with.
Well, Mitch, you're the best. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
The Morning Blend continues in just a couple of minutes.